how did you get into industrial automation? What was your career, I want to say, trajectory, and ultimately, where are you today?
Yeah, that's a great question to open a podcast with. And I feel that a lot of people have similar answers to mine in the accidental stumbling into automation. My early career was actually in embedded systems design. And I graduated from UC Santa Cruz. So I was right in the Silicon Valley and just not quite smart enough to be a Facebook or an Apple or a Google type employee. So I fumbled around for a little while trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I was good at, when I say good, mediocre really, at PCB design and really basic circuits. And I was fortunate enough to work for an electric vehicle company where I got to be fascinated by motors and bigger things than I really played with because I was always focused on small electronics and stuff. So motors were big and sexy to me, and higher power stuff and bigger, thicker cables was just exciting. And I got to do that for a little while and accidentally, very much, ended up in Southern California and worked for a company that does refinery inspections. And they created like a little robo crawler that was powered by water. And the idea behind it was actually cool because the water that was driving it up the pipe was also used to lubricate it, so to speak, because it was sonic sensors. They were using ultrasound to check the integrity of the pipes. And really, the robot itself was the cool thing to me. They broke it every manner of way you could imagine breaking a robot, including dropping it from multiple stories in the air and saving the robot, but dropping the huge circular connector that was a $75 mil-spec connector that was this big. And when they drop it from 7 stories up, all of a sudden the circle is now an oval and no longer connects to the mating half. And I just started learning to work with things that were bigger and tougher than a circuit board or a small piece of consumer electronic thing. So really just the idea of things that change and move and behave differently when you program them differently is far more exciting for me than circuit boards. If I do something wrong or I've made a mistake in my design or I change my design, the feedback is not as immediate. I got to install it in a system and just watch it do nothing to realize that I've made a mistake. Where I make a change in industrial automation and now this thing sings at a different frequency or that thing goes faster, I can really see what I'm doing and the changes that I'm affecting in it. So really every job since the refinery job has been, I want to see something move. I want to make a change and see the change and feel the change. And manufacturing jobs have been like that. If I get to automate a task, I really get to see how the entire process has to adapt to that change. So I'm just when it comes to engineering, I'm a systems person. I like seeing the big picture and how it changes.